I welcome you all for one more session of chemistry. So, dear student, in the last class we had a discussion about the solution. The reaction takes place in the solution. So, today in this class we see, and I have already introduced a term called concentration. The number of solute particle present in a solution is nothing but what? Concentration. That means the concentration one we can decide based on the number of what solute particles. Here the solute particle plays a very important role, right? As I said in the last class itself, solute is the deciding part, right? So that means whatever a solvent we take, you remember this point, solvent we take always in higher concentration. The concentration of solvent is always high. So thus, if we take a concentration in the concentration of solvent in more quantity, then definitely what happens, the reaction will not be depend on that. So for that, I will take one example. You can easily understand this concept. So consider two vessels. In both the vessel, I will take a same amount of water, right? So the same amount of water, and what I do is, in one vessel I will take less amount, and in other one we will take more amount, that is solvent, right? So here in this case the solvent is this much. Consider this as a B and this as a A, right? So now see, here also I will add 2 gram of salt or a sugar, whatever you can say, and here also I will add a 2 gram of salt, right? So the salt concentration is same. That means here water is what? A solvent, and salt is what? A solute. So why? Because these reactions are not depend on the solvent is nothing but, see here. So after adding 2 gram on the on both the vessels, see here A is having more concentration of solvent and B is having a little bit less concentration of water, right, as a solvent. So what? So just you imagine, after adding a salt on both the vessels, what happens? Definitely a reaction takes place. See, here also the salt will dissolve in the water. Here also the salt will dissolve. No problem. You can carry forward this reaction in your home, right? So here also the salt will dissolve. Here also solubility will take place. But the case is, what I am going to explain is, you can take a solvent concentration high or less. What happens? The reaction takes place. That means our reaction is not depend on what? Solvent concentration. If you take a small amount of water, then also the solubility is taking place. If we take a large amount of water, then also the solubility is taking place. That means reaction is taking place. But what that means, one conclusion we can draw from these two consideration is nothing but, if you take a large amount or else if you take a less amount of water as a solvent, then also the reaction. That's why I am saying reaction is not depend on the concentration of a solvent. If you take small amount of solvent, then also reaction is taking place. If you take a large amount of water, then also the reaction is taking place, right? This is the case with the solvent. So that means solute only decide the concentration. That means that's why if I say the concentration of this solution is 2 gram, means here also the solution the concentration of solution is 2 gram only, without the respect of what? Concentration of a solvent. So this is the case, right? It takes place during the reaction. So in yesterday's class I have completed the concentration. So go through these things. These are very, very important and very tricky. If you are not getting, please do ask. I am free to catch our what questions, right? So the next part is molarity. Remember these things, very, very important. Molarity and molality we say. And the molarity is denoted by capital letter M, right? Capital M. So what is this molarity? See here, solution means not only we see the solution in case of liquid as well as we see in case of what solids also. Say for example, a gold, if it is mixed with copper, then it is what we say impure gold, right? So that means here gold is acting as a solvent, right? Which is what solid, and copper is acting as a solvent, and which is also a solid. See here, and the mixture of solvent and solute, what we call solution. You don't think that only the liquids are solutions, right? Even the solids are also one we can say as a solution, right? So this is very new for you, I think. EU, that means the gold, if you add with the copper, that means impurity will come. Impurity means 100% it is not a gold, right? So if you add a copper in some amount, then definitely that will become a impure gold. To increase their weight, they will do like this, right? So molarity, what is molarity? So molarity is nothing but it is in the liquid solution. If there is a liquid solution, then we draw the term called molarity, and you can have this definition: the number of solute particle, again on the number of solute particle present in 1 liter of solution, right? Present in 1 liter of solution, right? Again, right? Try to understand the terms, right? Here, what we said again are concentration. I mean, molarity is depend on what? Again, the solute. But 1 liter means one we can say it is a liquid, right? So that means whatever the concentration we see in case of molarity is nothing but in liquid. So if it is a liquid type of solution, then we come with the molarity, right? Or else we go for molarity. So 1 liter of, that means consider 1 liter bottle, right? In 1 liter bottle, whatever may be the solvent concentration, but we have added some amount of solute. So whatever the amount of solute present in the 1 liter of a solution is nothing but what? Molarity. And the molarity we consider in case of a liquid, and which is denoted by a letter capital M, right? Very important. Molarity is nothing but the number of solute particle present in or dissolved in, one we can say, right? Present in or dissolved in, both are same. Dissolved in 1 liter of a solution is nothing but what? Concentration we won't say, don't worry about that, but the particular, this should be 1 liter, right? Solute, it may be whatever it may be, 2 gram, 3 gram, 4 gram, 5 gram, whatever it may be. But our solvent should be what? 1 liter. In 1 liter of liquid, if you dissolve the number of solute particles, how many number of solute particles you are dissolving, that is nothing but what? Molarity, right? So now next, coming to the molality, both will looks like same, just the spellings are different, right? Molality, right? And this is denoted by small m, right? The number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent, right? The number of moles of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. Very important. This is the different case. Why? Because here we won't add a water, and this quantity is, see here only one we can consider kg means in solid. We say whenever we weigh the solid, we count that value in terms of kg gram, right? So kg means in case of solid, whatever the solid solution will come with us, then we mention that as a molality. But for molarity, that is the case different with the liquid, right? But here the molality is nothing but in case of what? Solid, right? So if here the condition is the solvent should be 1 kg. That means if I add AU with Cu, right? AU is acting as a solvent. It should be 1 kg only. It should be 1000 gram, right? Or 1 kg when we say. It should be 1 kg. In 1 kg of solvent, the number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent is nothing but what? Or dissolved in 1 kg of solvent is nothing but what? Molality, and which is denoted by a letter called small m, right? So small m. So this is these are the what? Molarity, concentration, and molality. So you remember these 3 points which are very important for you, right? And the last one is, and later we will go for the mole fraction also. The next one is normality, right? So normality is also very important. In your competitive examination, based on normality, 1 or 2 questions we will get, right? The next is normality. And which is denoted by capital N, right? So which is denoted by capital N. So here normality is nothing but gram equivalent weight of a solute, gram equivalent weight of a solute dissolved in 1 liter solution. Dissolved in 1 liter solution is nothing but what? Normality. What is gram equivalent weight, and then how to dissolve the 1 liter of solution? For that we have to stop our normality here itself, and first we need to see what is gram equivalent weight. So after knowing gram equivalent weight only, one we can understand what is normality, right? So this gram equivalent weight we will discuss in the next class, right? So gram equivalent weight and the mole fraction. After completion of this one, we can say almost our topic is nearer to complete, right? With the revised syllabus, right? So in revised syllabus, some of the concepts are removed out. So on that respect, I'm just going with that, and what all the portion is removed out. If it is there, then definitely again we will go with those concepts. If it is not there, then it's okay, right? Thank you.